Hello everyone, it is with great pleasure that I welcome you all back to my new video with an all-time high rating of 1411. That's huge. We are on a massive winning streak. And again, we'll see. Today is not gonna be easy. 1470. And that flag, I've never seen. I don't remember seeing it before. Let's open with Queen Pawns opening. might be Mozambique or some weird country in Africa. Oh, it's Kenya. I didn't know that's Kenya's flag, but the more you know. Let's develop the knight. Ready to develop the bishop as well. Maybe we pin to win. Not sure yet. We could play with a bad bishop as well. We could develop the bishop. Not too sure I can pin right away. But he can just offer to trade the bishops, and I don't see the point. I can start with h3, make some luft, and if he plays the knight out, I will pin him. If not, I'll develop my bishop to f4 instead of g5. So let me just pin him real quick. He's gonna kick me away. I'm gonna drop back for now. If he kicks me again, I'm gonna drop back again. His bishop's not out. But if he develops the bishop, oh, okay, he helps me connect my pawns. That's not a problem. Probably he'll go back to break the pin. But this is an even better move. And I think I'm gonna jump with my knight. If he plays bishop to d6, well, most likely he's just gonna break the pin. And the clock, we are on it. I feel like it's a lot easier with the white pieces usually to play. And depends on your opponent's opening as well, but I feel like he took it easy. He didn't play too aggressively. And he's having a long think now. It's not much to think about. There's only two reasonable moves and one degenerate move and two errors. Or you can just ignore this and lose it for pawn. So realistically, there's two moves. So I don't know what he's thinking about, but I'm gonna bet on bishop e7. Again, this is the most logical move, but I think this followed by this is more dangerous because I don't really want to double my pawns here. You know what I mean? So if he plays bishop to d6, I'm gonna jump in with my knight, and if he simply breaks the pin, I'm either gonna push e3 or keep the option of playing e4 by developing my knight. Okay, he tries to break the pin, that's not a problem. I can develop my other knight with the intention of maybe pushing e4. So here takes, he takes me, that's not good. But here, let's say castles, takes, then I can push. I'm just gonna take. We should be good. Develop the knight. Maybe ideas of pushing e4, but I'm not sure. Yeah. Whew. God bless. My 1470 opponent seems to be playing low and passive for now. And he's not fully calibrated, I see. He only played 9 games, so I feel confident about this match, but let's not throw it, right? Maybe his internet is not that proper either. He does have some lag. It's an okay connection, but he spent like 2.5 minutes for logical move, so that favors me massively. I can take and go for a e4 push. I'm not sure. Let me think about it. Take, take, push, take. Here, he can simply drop back. I have an active knight. Hmm, maybe the other knight can takes. I will have a lot of pressure. Bishop will open up. Not sure. Let's play solidly though. I'm pretty sure that takes followed by e4 will result in a very favorable position for me, but for now, open the bishop, make the pyramid of pawns, and maybe we can press him on the clock a little bit. His internet is back to normal now. Excellent connection. Okay, let's keep pressuring him still on the clock. I must be careful about him pushing e5 though. Now he can't really do that because I have 3 defenders. So I think it's safe to develop my last bishop. Maybe bring the rook from a to the c file. Maybe. Ideas of pushing c4 as well. So we'll see how it goes. Now there's no more discoveries on my bishop. So if he jumps in, I'm just gonna take. We're up a clean pawn. I still have ideas of pushing e4 again, because push takes. It shouldn't be too bad. If I can get castled and bring the rook from a to c file, I think that's really good. His pieces are a bit pumped up. As long as we keep the pressure, the time pressure on him, I think we should be alright. Position is dead equal, maybe slight advantage for white. But he didn't challenge me too much. I can even pin. Um, Actually, a4 is a crazy move. Probably he will castle, but I'm thinking play. Oh, is he trying to fianchetto? This is a crazy move, but hear me out. I'm just maybe in the future looking to pin the queen to the king, or if he castles. Oh, he's trying to castle long. Well, that's not a problem either. But yeah, if he castles short, this diagonal is prone to getting skewered. So if he castles long, I don't think that's a problem. B4. But I think it's pretty safe to castle for now. I can maybe bring the knight. Oh, I can bring the knight here now to lure him in. Um, yeah, I can. Oh, that's a crazy tactic right here. Knight here. She's not gonna move the queen, obviously. Knight here takes. I'm gonna take with the pawn, threaten his knight. He's gonna move basically like anywhere, and then I can pin. Pin to win, but it doesn't work because he can push a pawn protected by the bishop. So that would have been a nice idea. So maybe instead queen to e2. Queen to e2, let me think about it. Queen to e2. Let's quick see which way is he gonna castle. And what do we have? Ideas of maybe b4. Queen to e2 maybe? Queen to e2, ideas of pushing e4. It's uncertain still. I feel like queen to e2 is quite alright. And hopefully the audio is alright because let me disconnect my speaker. I didn't really check settings. I usually don't have speaker connected. So hopefully it didn't mess up the audio at all. So we're 12 minutes against 9. Let's think quickly of his next two moves to press him on the clock again. If he castles long, then this diagonal would be juicy. If he castles short... Wait, if he castles short, there's no skewer here. Like, what am I talking about? Anyways, forget it. If he castles long, I think it's pretty safe to play queen to e2. And a5 is an idea, always. But b4, he goes back for some reason. I don't fully understand, to be honest with you. I can just chop that off. But now I can go here, create a threat. So I don't see a reason not to do that. Like, how is he gonna defend? He's not gonna push that pawn. He can push f5 though, which is a fabulous move, but that just invites my knight. And I will rotate my other knight to eventually land there. Right, I don't think that's a threat, because if takes, I'm just gonna take back. And that's really not doing much. So I'm gonna let him take. I think I can just push my pawn. He's not castled. That is massive. Gotta be careful with sacrifices around my king, but thankfully his queen is not open. Hmm. And keep in mind that I do not want to push b5, I want to push a5 at some point. I think that's much better. Now, I wish my queen was on e2. I'm not gonna lie. But maybe I can still push. Takes, takes, takes. We should be safe. Don't know. Bit weird. He's under 7 minutes. That's good news for us. Let's just play simple moves and not blunder. Bishop there. I think I want to drop back, and if he takes, I'm just gonna take him. So I don't think that's a threat. I want to trade on my terms. Capturing back is a safe pre-move. Again, his queen is not open, so that's nice. His light squared bishop is not open, so that's nice also. But basically now he's stopping me from jumping with the knight on e5. He's discouraging that idea. But I can still push e4 and I'll think about it. I might actually do that. So takes. I might even take with the bishop. I do have this battery here, but it's really harmless. But maybe that discourages him from castling also. It's also protected even that square, but yeah, if he castles, I'm just gonna tickle him with a check and try to rotate my queen somehow. He's still thinking. I think he will take my bishop. And he's on 5 minutes. Like, how funny it will be him getting to, let's say, 1, 2, or 3 minutes and blitzing out every move after and beating me on time or gaining a massive advantage. That would be absolutely hilarious and not at all suspicious, but that's possible, but that would be really. I don't think that's gonna happen though. I hope it doesn't happen either. So 4.5 minutes. Not much to talk about now. My opponent is taking his time, that's for sure. And usually I'm the slowest. So it really surprises me that I've found my match. I found an opponent that's even slower than me. Can you believe that? Just 15 moves. Just 15 moves. Wow. Is he gonna castle or not? That's the question. I'm still looking at a5 push. That is really juicy. Problem is that my pawns are really advanced on queen side, and my pieces are kind of active on the king side. So it's really tough for him to castle, but if I was him, I would probably castle short. Hmm. But maybe I would take, and after recapture, then maybe I'd probably castle short. Or even trade again, let's say capture castles, and then maybe push here, try to bring the knight. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I'll definitely do something like that. Yeah, anyways, if he'll push e5, I'm thinking of pushing e4 myself and creates absolute chaos. Yeah, there will be tactics here with pawns later, but if things are following the same trajectory, I'll probably win on time. He's below 2 minutes now, and he has a lot of important decisions to make in less than 2 minutes, and I don't see him doing that unless he has superpowers. But if he has superpowers, why didn't he use them in the first 13 minutes? So let's count down together. I pre-moved that, but that was so long ago. Okay, that is an interesting move. And he just starts to blitz out the moves now, which is not a problem at all. I think I want to go here. This pawn is loose, and now literally he's blitzing out every move. And he made really good moves, to be honest. And he's kind of scaring me right now. Is he gonna do an epic comeback like you've never seen before? Was he trolling me for the first 14 minutes? Is he a hidden grandmaster? We don't know. Is it a speedrunning account? We don't know. Probably not. But that was so strange. He took his time and then he blitzed out 2, 3 moves, and now he's idling again. Um. Oh, that's so unfortunate. He's offline now with only 30 seconds on the clock. He won't be able to be back in time. If he blitzes out a few more moves, he can go up again to a minute. It's 10 seconds increments, which is a lot, but unfortunately, he's just offline. And it's not the game that I wanted to show you today, but it is what we've got, and so long, right? We are at 420. Blaze it! 1420 elo. New all-time high. 1420. Let's do a full game review. In these circumstances, I would play another game because it was really underwhelming, because it was too short and uneventful. But it just took so much, so long that I'm not gonna play another game. now, but at least we got the points. So what can I say? It was pretty much even, and yeah, at some point I had a slight advantage, plus 1.89. I didn't really capitalize on that, and we finished on zero point 0.8, so just slight advantage all throughout the game. We played book moves, okay moves, excellent. This is just okay. Okay, best move, best move, best move. This is just an okay move. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking because if he castles, there's not gonna be a skewer on that diagonal. But anyways, a4 is never a bad move. Um, except that he can jump in with the knight, but let's not talk about that. So castling is excellent. b4 is better than castling. That's absolutely insane. And computer already wants a5. I just went here for some cheeky tactic. This was a very bad move. This was so bad. Very bad move. Plays an excellent move. Computer wants me to take, but I just pushed a pawn. And now I should have jumped in with my knight. Why? I don't know why. Takes, 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 and maybe the rook. Yeah, I was expecting maybe this. This is more logical, so maybe a position like this. Mm, maybe it's not too bad. He could jump here, but does that not lose a pawn? I guess it gives him the open file, but yeah, it's just kind of an equal position, but he did lose a pawn. Although I do have double pawns, but anyways, that didn't happen, so knight to e5, because computer always likes to go forward as much as possible. It doesn't really like backwards moves most of the times, unless they're actually good. And this is not, it doesn't improve anything. So he takes, I take back, he pushes a pawn, I bring my queen, try to rotate again. Maybe like I was thinking of maybe some check, like he can block with a knight, but yeah, I was just thinking maybe something like this, and I don't know. I thought the position was pretty good. So that's it. We are at 14. That's very high rating and 86% accuracy. ELO estimate 2050 against my opponent 1900. So basically no blunders. I just had one miss and he had one mistake. But only 2 and 3 best moves. That's a bit weird. Um, I guess we had book moves as well, but too bad. And the streak is absolutely monumental. We haven't lost a game since we were 1330. So that was so many days ago. That was that was 11 days ago, if my math is correct. And yeah, guys, we haven't played in 2, 3 days because I was very busy working. I got sick as well. One day I was sleeping for 20 hours non-stop. I felt so sick, but I'm pretty good now, and I'm back in business. New all-time high, another win. It was a bit too short. Like the game itself was short, but the time usage was long. Um, Hope to see you tomorrow. Stay tuned. Wash your hands and drink your water. I'll see you tomorrow then. Bye bye. Cha cha.